First John chapter 3 verse 12. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother, and wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteous. Kol haloyim la Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakah HaKadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us this truth that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the 1/3 men, women, and children of Israel, and to the Israelite foreigners who has the appearance of the heathens, but their lineage, their seed lines from their fathers goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. I want to title this video, Cain equals Esau, and Esau equals the so-called white man. All right. And through scriptures, Lord willing, it'll be edifying, and Lord willing, you'll be able to see exactly how all three are the same entity. All right. Cain was reincarnated into Esau. All right. And Esau, Edom, the Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites, are the so-called white people. All right. He's the progenitor of the so-called white people. Now, side note, like I say in the intro, you have people that look like so-called white people that are Israelites. All right. That's why we emphasize the seed line, and you can find that seed line. Romans 9 tells you that. All right. And then Romans 8 and 16 lets us know that we try through the Spirit. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Let's set that disclaimer out real quick. Romans 8 and 16, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. So it's not about how you look. All right. We were scattered into the other 17 nations of the four corners of the earth. So there are Israelites that's going to look like the rest of the other nations. All right. It's about your seed line. It's not about what you look like. All right. So with that out the way, let's go back to the John, and I'm just going to bring these precepts up because, hey, we're going to show that Esau, Edom, he is the wicked. All right. Malachi 1 and 4. He is the devil. All right. The word devil means deceiver. That's it. It's not a little red man with a red spandex on with a pitchfork in his hand and a perfect goatee poking people all day. Right. And Satan, which means adversary of righteousness. Hence the reason why the world is ran the way it's ran today. All right. Let's get some characteristics of Esau, Edom. All right. But first, let me read this. Start off with this First John. So I kind of will be jumping around as far as like the characteristics of Esau, Edom. All right, his spirit. All right, because hey, guess what? It works the other way around. You have chocolate covered Edomites, right? You got people that will look like Wesley Snipes and Serena Williams. Guess what? Their seed line goes back to Edom. All right. Remember during the slavery time, the slave master was sleeping with his slaves. All right, and vice versa. So it's all about the seed line, and the seed line only comes from the man. All right, Numbers 1 and 18 tells us through the pedigrees of your father. That determines your lineage. All right, your biblical lineage. All right, so now let's read this again. 1 John 3 and 12. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother, and wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil, and his brother's was righteous. All right, so Cain, he sacrificed fruit, which he had the law. All right, he was taught the law by his father Adam, how to sacrifice. And Abel came with a good sacrifice. All right. You can find that account in Genesis 4, Lord willing I get. Right? So now it says Cain was of that wicked one, right? So now let's see who the wicked is, right? Let's go to, of course, you know where I'm going. Malachi 1. And I'll start from the top. The burden of the word of the Lord Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet ye say, where have thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? And the Lord Yahweh, yet I love Jacob. And I hated, see, the Lord hate. He hated Esau. The Lord hate Edomites, man. All right. And you got Edomites that spread it in other nations too, right? In the other 17 nations, you got Chinese looking Edomites. All right. You got so-called Arabic looking Edomites, right? And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build in desolate places. And he did that in the Renaissance period, which Renaissance means rebirth. All right. When they came out of those caves, man. All right. That's when after Jake fell in the Byzantine Empire, which is the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages. Okay. That's when we were ruling all over Europe, man. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And this is an extension of Rome, all right, where we're living in now, this American society, all right, the beast system. But I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh have indignation forever. All right. So what did Esau Edom do? Hey, because the Lord gave him stewardship over the world, right? He's always in everybody mess. Hey, he's the world police, right? Here's a characteristic of Edom. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, all right? That's the reason why he rules the world. His face is on all over the money, all right? He names lands after him, right? America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, a French explorer, Edomite French, right? He covered the faces of the judges thereof, all right? He with iconoclasm, all right? Paint everybody in the Bible as him, okay? Changed the faces of people in like Shakespeare and Mozart, said that as him, okay? Changed the angels to his face, okay? And the Father and the Son, who was Yahweh, and the Son Yahweh Shai, who you people ignorantly call God and Jesus, right? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, rhetorical question. It's Esau, Edomites, right? So let's grab real quick here. Let's grab some comparisons of Cain and Esau. This is Genesis 4 and 2. It reads, and she again bare his brother, and the she is Eve, right? Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. All right. Now let's compare that with. Keep in mind that Abel was a tiller of the sheep. Cain was a tiller of tended the sheep, and Cain tended to the ground. Let's grab here Genesis 25 and 27. It says, and the boys grew. All right, this is concerning Esau and Jacob. And Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. So Esau is a cunning hunter. Doesn't mean Jake don't hunt. Yeah, Jake hunt, but Esau Edom, so-called white man, he hunts with a full belly, man. He hunts and cut the whole bison head off and hangs it on the wall. All right, which is pretty childish, man. Let's grab. Let's do this real quick. Yeah, this is a good to see. Look at that. The Roman Empire, the Empire of Edom. Okay. Let's get this real quick here. I hate when this phone does that, man. Takes you way out of your what you were looking for. Salakia. I just wanted to grab a still pic, because I love how pictures are a what do you call that? Look at that, the habitations of Edom. See that? All look like Mount Seir. Right, and Lord, I'm going to get that in Genesis 36. Look how much this book costs. Who is Esau Edom? Look at the price. Damn, what is it? I had the picture of the price. Oh, there it is. See that down there? $2,820, man, for that book. A 70-page paperback book. Why is that? Why is that? Slovakia. I gotta get that picture. So we had that, the Roman Empire, who was Esau Edom. I just want to grab this real quick. Goodness, great. Here it is. Okay. It says here, Genesis 25 and 25. And you can see right here, plain as day. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Okay, he's the progenitor of the so-called white man. All right. As they called his name Esau, all right? And these other names used, okay, Idumea, Idumeans, right? Red dragon, the eagle, the wicked, Rome, Grecians. All right, remember that. That's Alec. That goes back to Alexander the Greek. His father was Philip the Macedonian, which you can find in First Maccabees, the first chapter. All right, and their line goes back to Edom. And Lord willing, I'm gonna get that and show you that. And there's also the serpent and the devil. All right, they're the human counterpart of the serpent and the devil. All right, they do the bidding of Satan, man. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, right? So now, what's this I had got here? Genesis 25, and let's grab 20 verse 27. Now remember, I got this. Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Now let's get another comparison of Esau and Jacob. Let's grab Genesis chapter 4 and 8. And it reads, and Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. All right, we know he killed him, okay? That same energy, right? Genesis 27 and 41. Now this is Esau and Jacob, all right? Jacob got the birthright, and that's what this devil is doing now. All this wars and how Esau Edom treats so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the Israelites is because of the birthright. He wants his birthright back. All right. But a prophecy has to play out. The Lord put us in captivity to Esau Edom, base man, right? Because we went off. We sinned against our power. Okay. It says there, and sin is breaking of the law. All right, and we were only the Israelites were given the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And remember, Jacob's name was turned to Israel, which he's the progenitor of the Israelites. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Sounds familiar, just like the Cain and Abel story, right? So now let's so we see here that it says Esau Edom is the serpent, the devil, right? Because remember, Satan, that old serpent, he's the one that gave Eve the philosophies in Genesis 3, right? And this is why you have hatred between the so-called white man, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Let's get that real quick. Look at that. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which subtle is its trickery. All right, his cunningness. Remember, it said Esau was a cunning hunter, right? Than any beast of the field, because you're a beast when you don't have the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, kind of like how our people act. 2/3 of our people, and they take on the ways of Esau, Edom. All right, you can find 2/3 of our people in the book of Zechariah, chapter 13 and 8. All right, the separation in verse 9 is talking about the elect of the field which the Lord Yahweh power had made, and he said unto the woman, Yeah, that's the point I want to get, but I'm gonna finish it out. Yeah, have Yahweh said, "Ye shall not eat of the tree of every garden." Okay, so now let's jump down to where this is it, verse 15. It says, "And I will put enmity." This is after Adam and Eve took on the philosophies, ate the fruit of the serpent, which is the philosophies of evil, right? And it says here, "And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel." All right. So it's going to be a continuing beef between the descendants of Esau and the descendants of Jacob. All right. So now, what else I want to grab? Oh, let's grab this real quick. Let's grab uh, the book of St. John 8 and 44. It reads here, "Ye are of your fathers the devil, and the lust." This is Yahushua talking to the Sadducees and Pharisees, man, which were Israelites. "Of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning." We know Cain was the first murderer, right? "And abode not in truth." Remember, he lied and said he didn't know where his brother was, right? He lied because he killed him, right? First murder, because there is no truth in him. When he speak a lie, he speak of his own, because he is a liar and the father of it. All right, like he lied to Eve. Okay, let's grab that account of Esau being a liar, just a natural born liar, and that's how this world is ruled, man, through lies and deceit and corruption, man. Where's it at? Look at that. It says the wicked, we already told you who the wicked was from Malachi 1 and 4, are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. We see who the serpent is, right? They are like the death adder that stoppeth her ear. All right. So Esau he's just hardwired to lie. But guess what? Hey, do our people do wicked things? Of course they do, and we get on them. We call them 2/3. All right, and guess what? They're gonna have the same uh, uh, punishment that the Edomites are gonna get, man. All the other nations, all right, but they'll be born on the other side into the kingdom of heaven through the loins of the elect. All right, with the law, statutes, and commandments in their inward parts, and they'll have immortality, but they'll be shamefaced in the kingdom. All right, hence the reason. Hey, they'll be born again. All right, with the and that's the second covenant, with the law, statutes, and commandments in your inward parts, and that's how you become immortal, because you can't sin anymore. All right. Now let's go to Genesis 36. We say Esau. We talking about Edomites. Look at this. It said, "Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom." Right, verse 8. Let's grab this. It said, "Thus dwelleth Esau in Mount Seir." Esau is Edom. "And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir." Remember now, Mount Seir, that's where that's their homeland. All right, and the modern day Mount Seir is Petra. All right, and Petra is still up there today, where people visit. It's not destroyed. So let you know, when you hear about prophesying against Mount Seir and dyed garments from Basra, when the Lord is getting ready to, those are future prophecies, man. Wherever Esau Edom dwells is Basra. Like America is a buzzword. Basra is a buzzword for America. All right, many words. Egypt, right? Mount Seir, okay. Nineveh, the daughter of the Chaldeans. All right, Babylon, of course, right. So now let's go back to, let's read Genesis 4 and 9. Lord willing, this is edifying and it's making sense, man. And this is where it said he was a murderer from the beginning, right? And verse 9 says, "And the Lord Yahweh said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cry unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which has opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. This is why Cain uh, uh, hides his biblical lineage, the Edomites. He's everybody else except the Edomites, right? And Cain said unto the Lord Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. And what was his punishment? This leprosy, all right? His blood showing forth through his skin, all right? Which makes him the real red man. That's the reason why they call him rednecks, right? And he sold his birthright for red meat, man. All right, the meat wasn't even done. Who else eats like that? That's a characteristic of them, man. All right. Hunting animals, wearing camouflage everywhere, wearing skulls everywhere. All right. Continuing. It says, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth. All right. And that's their reggae song, Lucifer, I'm going to chase you out of earth, right? Lucifer just means light bearer, all right? But they're the light bearers on the left-hand side, your Illuminati, all right? The head of Amalek is the head of Edom, all right? So they're the tribe that's running the earth, man, which are the 1948ers that are in the Holy Land right now. Continuing, and it says, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. All right. And verse 15, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, therefore, whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. So you put your hands on the so-called white man. Hey, man, you're going to be buried under the jail. And the Lord, here's the point. The Lord set a mark upon Cain. What's that mark? That leprosy, man. Everybody, they see, you can clearly see that everybody in the world had melanin in their skin before Edom. Okay, that's that mark. And set a mark upon Cain. Let any finding him should kill him. All right. So you can't put your hand on Cain. Let's grab this real quick. And Cain was reincarnated into Esau. Let's grab the book of Haggai. Haggai 2 and 6. Another characteristic of Edom. It says, where is it? I hate when they do that. Where was it at? Salakia. He is as death. Let me grab that. Salakia. Habakkuk, Salakia, Habakkuk. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. The proud, the few, the Marines. Who else have pride everywhere? Who put forth legislation for that? So-called white man for the sodomite behavior. Puts it in law. Neither keeper at home. All right. He's always in everybody's business, right? Who enlarge his desire as hell and is as death. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, they are the parasites of the earth, man. Everywhere they go, death follows them, man. Here it is. America been in existence for 240, what's that, 46 years? You've been at war 90% of that time, man. You are the warmonger and cannot be satisfied. Here it is. You got the whole earth in your hands. All right. What was that? Genesis 27 and 41, roughly 39 through 41. You had the fatness of the earth, man. All right. But guess what? He was given the blessing of the sword. That's how you know Esau, it matches perfect, man. His military, his might. All right. Just like Alexander the Greek. Conquered with the sword and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations. And that's what he want to do via this micro thing they want to put in your hand, the electrical rice grain, all right, the MOTB, all right, for the NWO, and heap unto him all people, all right. So he want everybody, even his own people, in slavery, man. Okay, so that's a perfect sign. Let's grab real quick here. Let's do this. Now, we already got that Edom is Rome, right? Right? You see that. Now, look at this new phenom that's going out. Elder Yashawamba had brought that out. Check this. Of course you're gonna trip. Sweat.
Hey, I look doing that empires in history were the Roman Empire. Thousands of years ago, the Roman Empire had some of history's biggest figures. Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, and of course, the gladiators.
Side note, you had the Western Roman Empire, which were ruled by the Edomites. Okay, then they were taken down. All right, and when they were taken down, that's when the Byzantine Empire came in. That's when Jake started ruling, man. All right, when because they say what they say, barbarians took over. That's usually what they call Jake, barbarians, man. And that's when they went into the caves. All right, that for that 1,000-year period, like it reads in Revelations 20, when that chain was put on Edom in the pit, which is Europe. All right. Matter of fact, let's just get that. Slovakia. I gotta get that. This is Revelation 20. And in 1 it said, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent. We showed a picture, right? Which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. Bound where? In them caves, man. Caucasus Mountains. That's the reason why they call themselves Caucasians. And cast him into the bottomless pit, which is Europe, and shut him up and set a seal upon him. All right, that's when he's crawling on all fours, ooga ooga, right, caveman style. That he shall deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. And we're living in that little season. And the reason why it's little, because it's about to be up. All right. Revelation 12:12 tells us that he's going to come down with great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. Okay. So let's grab real quick here. Let's go back and play that. So.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? The Roman Empire's legacy is felt everywhere in the West, from law to architecture, and now on the internet.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Slovakia. Let's do this too.
I don't know, at least twice a day.
I'd say, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 times a week I think about it.
Definitely weekly.
Probably like every other day maybe. Well, if I was to say on average, like half of the days.
The Roman Empire or the Holy Roman Empire?
The Roman Empire.
The Roman Empire. Do you need to know that? Probably 2 or 3 times a day.
Women across the nation are in shock about why their boyfriends and husbands are thinking about the Roman Empire so much. Because apparently the ladies don't really think about it too much. What's driving men to think about it so often? Well, it turns out a lot of the men are looking to the Roman Empire for some self-reflection.
You think about the Roman Empire once a week.
It has a lot of big, stories and lessons, within the Roman Empire of what to do and what not to do, so yeah.
Why are you thinking about the Roman Empire?
That's a chest too. Even back in the Roman Empire too. All right, they were killing us.
That's interesting, because the Roman Empire actually fell because of inflation and societal division. Our next guest says there's more parallels than you think between current-day America and the Roman Empire. Alexander Mariotti is a Roman history consultant.
All right, so we saw that's a
by coincidence that Roman Empire.
As Rome was falling, what was the leadership doing politically?
Thinking about it.
floundering desperately, and above all, massacring the middle classes, which really, or the middle class, which was ultimately the biggest problem, that the inequality of Rome exceeded what it should have been, and instead of correcting it for the better, they worsened it. They led to hyperinflation, led to a real loss of what the Romans would call, or what we would call, a way of life that they were accustomed to.
And you see those dangerous parallels today in the United States?
Well, as a historian, I try not to be political, but it is it's certainly the great thing about Roman history, and probably why people are thinking about the Roman Empire, is that we have the ability to look back and see where we are.
Hey man, it's over for this place.
And where we're going.
It's going nowhere. Man, let's see what he's saying.
And hopefully fix that. And I think it's inevitable.
It's not happening. Okay, so let's grab the book of 2 Thessalonians. Salakia for it being kind of long. 2 Thessalonians, but I had to get all this out, and this reads here. And now it says, no, I'll just start at 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, which we're doing now on the highways and byways, doing these electrical epistles, all right, trying to tell our people to repent, come back, because the Lord's getting ready to tear this place down, man. All right, and he's going to come back and get those 2 Roman soldiers that pierced him, according to Revelation 1 and 7. All right, the Lord is coming back to destroy Edom and Idumean, right? It reads here, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his comings. All right, which is those chariots, man, what they're seeing, what you people ignorantly call UFOs. All right, that's why they have a space force to fight the Lord and Michael and his angels. Verse 9, even him, whose coming is after the working of Satan. All right, so-called white man, and with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right, his technology, his technocracy. All right, trying to put everybody into a digital prison. Okay, his AI intelligence, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of truth, as the elect would, right? That they might be saved. All right, because the Lord is only coming to save Israel, right? Romans 11 and 7 tells you that Israel have not obtained that which he seek for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. All right, so just because you know you're an Israelite don't mean you're gonna receive salvation, man. You have to be of the elect, which were predestined from the beginnings of the earth, man. All right, Ephesians 1 and 4 tell you that. All right. And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, which how Esau works his witchcraft too, man, that they shall believe a lie, that all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay. Let's grab real quick here. Another quick characteristic of Edom. Let's grab Isaiah 34 and 3. I just start at 5. It says, well, this is talk. I gotta get 4. Salakia. It says, in all 3 is 5, but for time's sake, I'm gonna read 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. That's your ICBMs, man, nukes. That's in the scriptures. Those arrows that fly from one end of the earth to the other. And all their hosts, the army, shall fall down as the leaf fall off from the vine, and a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Where you saw that picture with the little red-faced boy, that's a Greek way of saying Edom. And upon the curse of my people, and upon the people of my curse, to judgment. All right, that's the people of the curse. See, Esau is a curse. All right, we just under the curses. All right, we're getting ready to come out of those curses, though, man. All right, that's the whole reason why the Lord died for Israel, man. All of Israel will be saved. That's Romans 11 and 26. The sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood, and it's made fat with fatness, and the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra, all right, which is modern America, buzzword for America. This place is an altar, man, getting ready to be lit with fire, man, with ICBMs, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Okay, so man, the Lord's getting ready to wreck shop on this place. Now we know definitely who Edom is. All right, we know that it is Cain was reincarnated into Edom, and Edom is the so-called white man. Let's grab Revelation 12 and look at that. It says 12 and 9. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. Hold on. That old, I gotta get the picture while I read this, man. Read that, Salakia. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and which is cast out of heaven, mean he came down from his rulership, man. All right, Isaiah 14 tells you that. Okay, he deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and the angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuse him before our power day and night. All right, this devil sets us up to go off. When we sin, they stay on top. All right, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. All right, and I'm gonna end it off with the cherry on top. Second Esdras 6 and 7. And answered I and said, what should, this is Esdras talking to the angel, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first? All right, Esau born first, and the beginning of it that followeth. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. We read that in Genesis 3. For Esau is the end of the world, which is the end of the age, the end of so-called white supremacy, the end of Edomite supremacy. And Jacob, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, right, is the beginning of it that followeth. And remember, Jacob's name was turned to Israel, and he's the progenitor of the Hebrew Israelites. All right, so that's the kingdom of heaven that will endure forever and ever. And Salakia, I gotta get one more, because hey, guess what? Esau, Edom, they're going into slavery. All right, you're gonna receive double the cup that you gave us. Look at this, and it says, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. That's next. The water, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakadash. Lord willing, it was edifying. Shalom.